All right, everyone, here we go. It's a Cancer reading. I wanted to expand on the Cancer monthly reading because I said something fairly cryptic. Oh my God, I turned into a 13-year-old boy right there. Maybe a girl, I don't know. Cryptic. I said something very cryptic in the title of the February reading for the Cancerian reading, which is technically an all signs reading, although this is a Cancer angle pull on the soulmate cycle. I said in that cryptic reading, that title, that you will cross paths with this person again. That again is coming a little sooner than I thought from the look of the pre-shuffle, although the pre-shuffle is just surface energy. So we're going to pull a reading here. But I suggest if that cryptic title piqued your interest, you pay attention. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if you're here, you are here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking Time Lord, okay? But this is the way the timeline flows, and these cancer energies keep me up at night. They do a lot of times. I wasn't up all night with it, but I will tell you it was the first thing in my head this morning, and I was curious to pull this pre-shuffle. I said, you will cross paths with this person again. Okay? This connection's going nowhere. I got the Lovers here. I asked the universe, give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Cancer. That's all I said. I didn't inject any other energy, nothing else. Lovers, love geese in the air, crossed by the Hermit. This soul connection that you have with whoever the hell you're watching readings for could be somebody new. You might be watching readings for somebody you don't even know yet. But for most of you, you know who this is. Isn't going anywhere. It is incredibly deep and ingrained. I mean, if this was like a cancer type thing and you went to the doctor for it, the doctor would basically tell you you're fucked. It's everywhere. It's gone everywhere. It's stage 7, and there isn't even a stage 7. I'm not even sure you're going to make it home. Okay, this is a well ingrained in your soul's connection. There's a lot of fate. There's a lot of destiny tied to it. It's very, 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 very powerful. Underneath that, this is just the surface energy. I start with the Lovers crossed by the Hermit. Underneath that is an Ace of Cups. It's about to explode. Okay? Its gases have built up in here. Right? Even Gas X ain't going to help this at this point. You can't take a gas tablet. Underneath that is the Eight of Wands. It is starting to move. This Ace of Cups is starting to explode on the incoming energy side. Somebody here has got something that they need to say or something that they need to feel and let out. Okay? Underneath that is the Three of Pentacles. There's a potential for partnership. There's a chance to start over here. And there it is. It's supposed to happen. There's some kind of communication that's supposed to happen. That's the Star bookending the Lovers. And that's why I read these two cards, the Lovers and the Hermit, the way I did. Okay? It's powerful. It's a very powerful connection. I don't have the words to describe it to you. I'm going to shuffle the deck. Doesn't matter what your sign is. If you're here, right? And you're part of the soulmate cycle. That's why it's Cancerian themed. That's why Cancer readings are all signs readings. I could have done this as a super random kind of compelled reading kind of thing, but I didn't. So that should tell you something. Why? Why is it a Cancer reading? Well, because it's really tied to your soul connection as a whole. I mean, it is, you're wrapped up in this cycle. There's no doubt about it. But the other side has a lot of karmic debt that's building up. A lot. And they keep spending on that karmic debt credit card by holding it back. Let's shuffle the deck. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Cancer. This first card out's before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? Why? Yeah. It's that old energy again coming back. The 8-point buck with rainbow antlers. You can't find another one. Okay? You do not want to be the guy, the redneck, who goes to the local bar in the evening and tells the story of he never took the shot. I mean, the other guys in the bar will beat him to death with pool sticks. They literally will. You mean you saw a rainbow buck with 8-point antlers and you didn't even take the shot? You didn't even do anything? That guy is not going home without a black eye or much worse. Okay? It is like that. It is right there. It is somebody here, that Ace of Cups that's building up that pressure. Nothing compares to you. They can't find you anywhere else. And I know that's a generic thing to say. A lot of readers say it, but it's true. And they're trying to because it would be easier. Oh, wouldn't it be great to meet somebody like the DF again? Right? They're not. They're not. It doesn't mean you're not meeting. All you can do as the DF is meet people better than this DM. It doesn't matter how powerful the connection is. If the person isn't ready, if they're not done cooking, they're a raw turkey in the oven. You don't want to eat raw turkey, right? For you, you're a perfectly cooked turkey. And they didn't even take a bite, man. Okay, let's go. Not as much as they should have, anyway. All right, what comes after the cut? The Two of Pentacles. Round and round, they're holding on to your energy. There is a massive amount of transformation that can happen if somebody here does something. I think they do. The energy is starting to move. That Eight of Wands told me that, and that's a fast energy. It's not starting to move in a Volkswagen Beetle. It's starting to move in like a Ferrari or a Tesla on ludicrous mode, something like that. Underneath this is the Nine of Pentacles. They've got to break this free. They've got to make a decision here. It's the Ace of Cups is building up too much. Too much pressure. It's a real pressure cooker. All right, let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Cancer. Give me a good reading here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Give me something good. Yep. And it's helping a little bit that rebel energy from the Mercury and Aquarius reading is kind of bleeding into all this as well. We got the new moon coming up in Aquarius. All right. Give me a reading, universe. Let's go. Okay. All right. I told you. This energy is around you, right? That's how I know you'll cross paths again. That's how I knew in the February reading. It's the Page of Swords. It's the nothing compares. If you've been here a while, you know I already said nothing compares to you about the 8-point buck. Here it is. I'm drawn to the little stars. But there's also spying energy attached to this as well. Okay, what's fueling this? The Eight of Cups. They see you slipping away. Right? You're off on your journey. Your journey has now has strayed kind of away from their path a little bit. A lot of the DF side has grown a lot in vibration. That shows up in a lot of readings I pull. You're reflecting as Empress and Queen of Pentacles. They're still reflecting as King of Wands, or worse yet here, Page of Swords. Okay? All right. Overall energy is the Page of Swords. There's spying energy attached to this. Oh, they're watching. They're there. They're trying to communicate. Probably through your dreams, I would guess. What some, you might say, what the kids like to say is you meet on the astral plane at night while you sleep. I bet you do. I bet that's fucking true. Here's the flip. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. All right, you've been having conversations with this person, whoever this is, every motherfucking night. I would not surprise me. Probably during the day while you're walking around. You catch yourself in a conversation in your head with someone, it is this energy. Right here, energy around your connection. Right here, how they're behaving in the 3D. Right here's their soul. Hidden energy, message from the universe is here, red with the energy of connection. And right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. Okay? And I will clarify everything and throw some universe cards at the end. I might extend it. If I do, there's a link in the description. And I want to point one thing out. Because there's always a smart ass. There's thousands of people watching. Somebody said my person's dead. Dead or alive. This energy is around you. That connection is eternal. I talked about that with the Lovers and the Hermit in the pre-shuffle. I mean it. This connection is going nowhere. You may, if your person is dead, if you're that smart ass out there, you may have to be relegated to the astral plane. But I'm telling you that so you pay attention. All right? All right. Keep a notepad by your bed. You'll remember those conversations for about 2.5 seconds. 3 seconds on the top side after you first wake up. So stop thinking about your morning cup of coffee or your morning cigarette or whatever it is you're thinking about, and start writing down how you feel. Write down the feelings immediately. And that would be the topic of the conversation. You won't remember it word for word, but you can remember the feelings. Those will stick. They linger. Energy around your connection. Yeah. See, Major Arcana, I told you. It's huge. It's the High Priestess. It's there. It's hidden. It's around you. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Okay? Stage 7 connection. It really is. And I mean, and there's no such thing. It's unreal. Okay? It's hidden energy, but it's there. It's in the astral plane. It's everywhere. But it's starting to move forward. It's starting to get stronger and stronger and closer. How are they behaving in the 3D? I'm pulling on the incoming energy. How are they behaving in the 3D? The sun. They're behaving like everything is great, like they're happy, right? Yet, one side of this connection can see it very clear, the other side can't. I actually think, even though you might disagree, oh no, I see it clearly, Steve, right? And maybe. I think the DM side, which is primarily the incoming energy, feels this crystal fucking clear. You just got to, for most of you, you got to take my word for it that it's hidden energy around you and you're talking up on the astral plane and all that kind of stuff. For them, it's much more real. It's much more tactile, but they're behaving in their life like everything's great, la la la, little Pollyanna energy here, right? La 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 la. Here's their soul. It bookends your soul connection, which has a card of the soul again in it. It had it before with the Hermit up in the pre-shuffle. Major Arcana. Major. Look, I'm not fucking around here. Okay? I'm not. I don't tell touching stories about a redneck getting hit with pool sticks for no reason. Okay? It's very touching for me. You know. Roadhouse is gone with the wind around the people I grew up around. Patrick Swayze's a hero. The Magician. Massive transformation. I back up what I said. They're racking up karmic debt like a motherfucker. They're still spending on that credit card by not being vulnerable, by not coming toward the connection, or haven't been, and by pretending everything's great. But also, I stand by what I said. They see this connection and feel it very clearly. It's not hidden energy for them. It's only hidden energy for one side. Okay. They're getting a lot of calls from the Discover card of the universe. I'll tell you what. Hidden energy message from the universe, read with the High Priestess. Yep, it's pretty. Hey, I don't joke about anything that's not in the energy. They're high if they think they can ignore this. I'll tell you that. Page of Cups. Yeah, slowly. It's representing communication. It's representing someone coming towards you. The energy is getting stronger. Think about a radio station, right? You're just out of range, but you're driving towards the range. And as you just get into the range of the radio station, you kind of hear a song a little bit. Can't quite make out who it is. Is that what is that? It comes in and it fades out. It's crackly. But as you get closer and closer, it comes in clearer and clearer and clearer. And then you got full stereo. Right? It's like that. It's coming. Slowly but surely. We're coming into the zone here. You'll start to pick up on it. They already are picking. It's not hidden energy for them. What's the potential final outcome? I say potential. I looked. I'm sorry, I did. I always tell you. All right? If I didn't look, I tell you I didn't look. If I look, you hear me chuckle. The biggest card of communication for me in the Minor Arcana, y'all know what it is. It's the Three of Cups. Bigger than the Eight of Wands because it's about emotional communication. That Ace of Cups is about to explode from the pre-shuffle here. You're about to find out something you didn't know, or we're about to have a communication, or somebody here is about to have an emotional breakdown where the sun actually burns them, okay? Because they're pretending in their life like everything's great, but they feel this on a high level. There's karmic debt being collected here. This is beautiful. It's communication on crack, absolutely. Let's talk to the witches. Let's go. Randomly at the bottom of the witches, the Emperor. That's who we're talking about. That's what this is connected to. This. For you, I do think it's hidden, but it's getting closer and closer. So these messages in the astral plane, these conversations you might be having out there, they're going to start getting clearer and clearer. Take my radio station analogy. You're driving closer and closer to the tower, right? The radio tower, not the tower card, right? So keep a pad and pencil next to your bed, a recording device, whatever it is. You got about, at the most, 3 seconds to really get your feelings there. Could just be one word. It doesn't matter. Do it over the course of a week or two, and it becomes, well, if you do it for 2 weeks, it becomes 14 words. And then, you got a couple of sentences there maybe. All right? Let's go. High Priestess. Tell me about the High Priestess here. Tell me about it. What's going on? Something's about to happen. It tried to fly out of the deck. The World, the most powerful card I can pull. Why is the World here? The 8 of Swords. And here's the 10 of Swords. Crossing the High Priestess. 10s are the end dead end that lead to a new beginning. This is a new cycle. Why is the World here? Because somebody here, I told you, the sun's going to burn them. Pretending, the universe does not reward pretense. Pretense is pretending. It's saying, putting up a wall, letting people see one thing. Oh, I'm happy, I'm great, but something else going on underneath. The truth is underneath. You always get burned when you do that. It's not rewarded by the universe. And that's just how energy works, but it's also same thing in the Bible and most religious texts. Same type of thing, same type of sentiment. That said, somebody here, this is the sun burning them under this new energy here. We're in a new cycle. We're in a new era. The new cycle began around the new moon in Capricorn. The new era is really Pluto in Aquarius. It's causing radical changes. And those changes are going to flip-flop as we move through the year. But right now, they're flipping your way, I'll tell you what. All right. Somebody might be overthinking this. Might be you. Stop. All right? You're all right. Just write down your feelings. That's all. Son, do what I suggested. Do what you want. I'm just here to make suggestions. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Let's pull on the sun. It's a very hot energy coming off the sun. It isn't always. Before somebody says, oh, he would say that. It isn't always. I'm feeling the heat from the sun here. Heat is frustration. That's frustration. That's someone here going, I feel trapped. I don't know what to do. I know this connection's here. I got karmic debt collectors calling from the fucking universe. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Communicate. Closer and closer and closer. The energies are coming in. This card ties to that 8 of Wands in the pre-shuffle. Big time. All right. Sorry, I moved it. Sun, tell me about it. Tell me about the heat here. What's going on with the heat? What's the environmental energy around this? Again, how they're behaving in their life is that they're fine. It's the King of Pentacles. It's not the 8-point rainbow buck kind of thing around it, but it is tied to the King of Pentacles that was before the cut in part. Energy's always in layers. The top layer is somebody here feels content. I'm fine. I'm great where I am. My life is great. Got plenty of money. Got protection. Got whatever it is. My little safety net, my blankie. But also in the environmental energy is a small piece of that King of Pentacles that we had before the cut. It's there. It's what I told you about the sun. And this is why. It all boils down to this energy. Somebody thinking that they got everything they need, and they don't. All right, what's on top? The Magician. Smoke and mirrors. It's all smoke and mirrors. That's the Magician here. The transformation in their soul, the debt collector calls, right? The karmic debt collector calls. This energy flows from here to here, and they give some bullshit story to the karma. No, I don't need this. It's fine. I'm okay. I'm good. It's not going to work. It's not. And I could see with the World here, absolutely not. With the rest of the cards on the table, absolutely not. Why is the Magician here? The Hangman. Right. If I could have, it's funny, I don't usually like to say what someone would say in these circles because I'm not a psychic. I just read feelings and translate them into words. But I know this energy. This is someone just buying time. It's someone, if I could just get past this, then if I could just have more time to sit with it. If I could just have more time. Right? Eventually, they're going to get a new perspective on this because they're running out of time. That Ace of Cups explodes. Now, it may explode on you and result in communication, but it might explode on someone on their side and result in communication. Either way, it's not a good day The magician. Why is that here in the soul? We've got some transformation happening. We got some karmic debt being collected, like I talked about. But it also verifies my read that they feel this. They see this. The magician always knows what's hidden, right? He or she knows how the trick works. They're well aware of what they're doing. They're well aware you're there. They're well aware it's a powerful connection. They may not call it a soulmate if that's not part of their vernacular, but it doesn't matter. The feelings are what they are. It's a powerful connection. I've never been able to fully explain the connections in this cycle and why they're so fucking powerful. But it's just, they run deep, very deep. Yeah. I mean, we are at a pivotal point in history right now. This is a very important soulmate cycle. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't. Just not only this, societal energies, but also just within the soulmate cycle. There's a lot of spiritual growth that's happening within it. And that kicks up a lot of energy. All right? So it can make things very intense. It can make the readings tricky, which is why surface reads aren't enough to cut it in this cycle. They're not. The magician. What's changed? The environmental energy around this magician is the King of Wands. It's the Burger King. It's primarily reflecting an ego energy. All right? Somebody here can't get their ego started. Like an old Chevy on a cold morning. It needs a little ether and they don't have any. Okay? It won't start. It just won't kick over. They can't get their ego to kick in. All they can do is feel this connection. And this is all phony smoke and mirror bullshit. Everything is great. I'm fine with what I've got. It's all bullshit. And they're about to get a new perspective. I'm telling you right now. What's on top? Three of Cups. Three of Cups. Three of Cups. That ties the soul to the ending. Backing up what I just said about one of the energies with the Hangman here. Sure, they're hoping they could just buy some time and pretend everything's great. Maybe it'll go away. They're about to find out it's not going to go away. Their emotions are flowing. This is making them very emotional. They don't like it, which is why they try to start the old Chevy of their fucking ego. But it's not kicking over. It will not. Eventually, they're going to run down that battery running the starter. And then it's all just emotion. Why is the Three of Cups here? 10 of Cups. Man, dreams. Very emotional dreams. Now, they're not listening to me. They're not here. You are definitely, with this combination of energies, meeting up on that astral plane for sure, like I told you. Definitely. So, they're not here. They're not writing down their emotions when they first wake up in the first few seconds. You will be. Okay? Make sure you do that. Some way, record them, whatever. I know the kids today don't like pen and paper. Hell, my niece and nephew don't even know what a pen and paper is. You know, they don't even buy them that for school anymore. They all got little computers and this and that and the other thing. Jesus Christ, just get a pen and a piece of paper. For fuck's sake. All right, Page of Cups. Lord Almighty. All right, Page of Cups. So again, my analogy holds here. It's getting closer. Right now, it's you might feel it as a very light energy. But we're going to be getting closer and closer and closer. Tell me about the Page of Cups. What else you want to tell me about this universe? What else you want to say here? I know you got something to say. What? It is the Seven of Pentacles. It's sort of an all in good time energy. It ties to the star, the other card of divine timing. When the energy is right, these two come together, but the universe is saying the energy is right now. Somebody jamming it up with their smoke and mirrors, that's all. That's why it's important that you participate on the astral plane in those dreams, right? You participate. If you're someone who's not inclined to believe the hocus pocus like that, try it. Just for me, for you, just try it. Try to have a little bit of faith, okay? That there's something more than just the world you see around you, okay? Because there is a lot more. In fact, the world you see around you, if it was the width of this reading, right? If everything there is was the width of this reading, The world you see around you would be so small, we'd need a microscope to see it. It'd look like a little grain of sand way over here to the left. There's so much more. It's ridiculous. Knight of Swords. Yep, getting closer and closer. This is forward movement. There's communication incoming. I said the radio station, right? It's fuzzy, but as you get closer and closer to its transmit area, it gets louder and louder and louder. They're coming in. It's moving pretty fast in this new energy. There's not a lot of resistance. Now, whether the 3D person comes with it or not, again, they're slowing down. But the energy is dragging them. Okay? Why is the Knight of Swords here? Yeah, very soon. This guy gets there fast. This is not grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. This is me on the freeway at 150 miles an hour. It's right there. I mean, it's very, very soon. And they definitely, there's a lot of anxiety here. This is read with the Eight of Swords. So this guy standing here, this person who's tied to this incoming energy, has a lot of anxiety for what they've missed out on. And I think the missing out, even though we don't have a Five of Pentacles, I think the missing out, there's a longing here for how this connection made them feel. And a frustration, the heat, the frustration energy is in not being able to find it anywhere else. And that's what's killing them. Because it'd be easier if they could. They got to come in here. They got some explaining to do. Sure, we could say that, but there's a lot happening in the 5D with your connection with this person. All right, there really is. Like I said, what's happening in the 3D is a microscopic grain of sand right here. The rest of it is everything you can see. It's very, very, just using that as an example. As a width of everything there is. 5D, 3D. The 3D is very, very tiny. Very tiny. Three of Cups. Why is it here? Let's talk about it. Final outcome is communication. I got birds and I got the sun. And it's red with the sun. The sun eventually, it really does. It's going to get them. All right. Good Lord. Three of Cups. Yep. It's crossed by the Ace of Swords. We got a reconciliation energy off the Ace of Swords. This is a very truthful communication. Somebody here is going to be almost compelled by the energy around them to tell the truth. It's going to hurt them to try to lie. That's why this smoke and mirrors is here. This is a person who keeps trying to put up smoke and mirrors to buy themselves some time and maybe this will go away. Meanwhile, the sun gets hotter and hotter and hotter. That's going to burn them at some point. Yeah, I can almost see this. I've known situations where if you tell even just a little bit of a lie, it kind of hurts. You get like a little stomach twinge or something like that every time you lie. Very strange energy, very rare energy happening right now. Well, I suppose it is. What's on top? Ace of Cups. There's the Ace of Cups, about to explode. Whether this person likes it or not, this cup is opening up. It's red with the Magician, but also this is what the communication is about. It's about their feelings. It's all about feelings. Like I said, the feelings are dominating. They can't get the ego started. It won't start. The ego is what they use to shut down the feelings or dull them, and they can't get it started. It won't work. Why is the Ace of Cups here? I said we didn't have it. I said I felt the energy here of missing out. There's the Five of Pentacles. I said we didn't have it. I knew we'd get it. I knew it would show up because I felt it. Winter, right? Eventually, all this buying time, this hangman is red with the Five of Pentacles. Doing nothing makes them feel worse and worse and worse because the emotions are flaring up and they can't get the ego started. So yeah, you'll cross paths with this person again, but it's coming a lot sooner than what I had thought in the February reading for sure. But this is what's going on inside this person. But the important message here for this reading is what's going on in the 5D with this connection. You have a very, very powerful connection. And you might say, well, Steve, I'm done with it. I'm finished. I got what I could out of it. I beg to differ in that you got everything you could out of it. I think the DF side still has something to pull out of this, and that's why the universe hasn't completely given up on it and just let it go adrift. There's still something else for you, and I think it's something very big. But this person here, yeah, there's a huge emptiness inside when they can't use the ego to shut down the emotions. For you, it's much more hidden at the moment. For them, it's right in their face. Now, let's go back to the animal deck. And let's pull 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card and see what the universe wants to tell you. What else you want to tell everybody before we go? All right. What else? What else you want to talk about? What else? Give me something. What do we get? Queen of Cups, Hangman, Death card, and at least part of the pre-shuffle, the Lovers and the Hermit have come back, crossing the Hangman. Okay? This connection isn't going anywhere until this person, for this person, whoever this is, not you. You're free to just ignore all of this and go about your life. Okay? I'm just telling you, you will cross paths in the 3D with this person again, and it's coming sooner than I thought. Fine. Let's take you out of the equation. The incoming energy, your connection isn't going any fucking where. Nowhere until this person gets out of this Hangman and does something about it. The Queen of Cups gives the full cup. She holds the Ace of Cups, which we had in the pre-shuffle, and she gives the full cup. That is where they pay their karmic debt. That is where they get to move on. Think of it like a ghost, right? That's trapped until it does something. It has to do something. There are whole TV shows based on that. Isn't there some real estate show or something on TV where they go and they have like haunted houses and they have to get the ghost out before they can sell the house or something? I don't know what it's called. Surreal estate or something like that. Whatever. It's like that on some level. It's very much like that. That ghost needs to do something before it can move on, before they can sell the house. This person is stuck in a purgatory of a very powerful connection until they give that cup, until the pressure from this releases. Now, they don't have to. They got free will. They can decide not to do anything. I can't predict what a 3D person's going to do. I can't predict free will. But if they don't, there's some pretty powerful energies here. It's going to be pretty miserable. It's going to be hard to just ego their way out of this. There's a lot of feelings here. They're very deep. I got 2 3 of Cups on the table, 1 in the soul. I've got definitely the astro. You guys, it's fueled a lot in the 5D by the emotional confrontations that you guys are having. And that's fueling it for them. That just gives more fuel, adds fuel to the fire of that, and knocks the ego out even more. So, yeah, I just want you to know, and I think the energy wants you to know, how powerful this connection is. The fact that this Hermit and Lovers came back, the fact that I harped on this in the pre-shuffle quite a bit, and the fact that it's with a Hangman, it's keeping them stuck until they say something. They in purgatory until they do, cannot move on. Okay? That's wild. I'm going to pull extended on this. I am. You don't have to go if you don't want to. I don't care. I care because this is what I'm convinced of. This connection. I'm going to pull on your connection. I'm going to pull on purgatory, all of it. It's going to be very intense. Ooh, these are going to be some scary energies. I might want to grab a couple extra pieces of bacon before I start. Anyway, if you want the extended, the link's in the description. Doesn't matter what your sign is. You'll know if this reading resonates with you. Although, I encourage you to watch it from a neutral perspective. Because again, it's very much a hidden energy for you. And a lot of people are unaware. Unless you only it's gone in a couple of seconds from when you wake up. And it could be the most emotional conversation with a person you ever had up on the astral plane. And it's gone in a couple of seconds. In as much time as it takes you to try to figure out what you're going to eat for breakfast, it's gone. So, again, try to write down, even if it's just one word, what you feel when you wake up. Good or bad, doesn't matter. Just write it down. Okay, so if you want the extended, the link's in the description. Purgatory. Oh, that's going to be, it's like a void. Ooh, that's going to hurt. I hope this reading was helpful. It is kind of off the cuff, I know, but it is what it is. When I think it's necessary, I do it. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, good luck.